importantly, friendship. This book is, above all, an ode to silly, loving, fizzy, stupid, unadulterated, messy, spontaneous, letting someone have your free McDonald's hamburger that you got with your NUS student card, friendship. I've rounded off a lot of the stories with advice guides full of tips from me, which all essentially boil down to how best to help someone going through a shit time. Some of these tips are designed to make you laugh, some of them to spark off some ideas, but I hope they will all make you feel empowered and more able to support a friend in need. As I'm writing this book at 25 years of age, I can honestly say that I've had that friend, been that friend, and lost that friend. And I believe that we all have that one friend we're just that bit more worried about. Brief examples of my mates who I overly worry about include the one who divulges juicy details of their sex life far too loudly in public eating areas. The one who has bought a few too many sequined clothes off ASOS in the hope of feeling footloose when actually they just need some CBT. Footnote, cognitive behavioural therapy, more on this later. The one who doesn't always order a chicken katsu curry in Wagamama, absolute travesty. And the one who's moved from the Midlands down to London for work and gets incensed when commuters don't thank the driver upon leaving a bus. I worry about you, Ben, a lot. However, you may have that one friend who also could be a relative, loved one, sibling or partner, where your worry may be something much more difficult to articulate or discuss, where it may be harder to put your finger on why you sometimes feel a sense of sadness for them, or you want to do your utmost best to protect them. They may be someone who has lost a parent or a close loved one. They may be someone struggling with their sexuality. They may be someone who feels overwhelmed with symptoms of depression, anxiety, and mental illness, who you desperately want to know how best to support. I really hope there is something in this book that helps you feel more confident in giving that support. You could also be reading this book just to help yourself. That's also great. I've tried to write this so everyone and anyone is welcome, so long as you promise to start only ordering katsu curries in Wagamama, because it will be hard for me to trust anyone who would order anything else. Footnote, this book is not sponsored by Wagamama, but I'm very happy for them to take me on as a brand ambassador if anyone knows anyone. I wanted this to be a memoir that's funny, silly, cynical at times, yet still sensitive to difficult issues and still sad in places. Although I can promise that there'll be no illustrations of dark clouds, rain clouds, clouds with sad faces in them, clouds with smiley faces in them, nor any tiny sailboats on choppy seas. There will also be no inspirational quotes, no stock image photography of people with their heads in their hands, nor any sentimental comment about how I hope this book can help just one person. That would be a lie. I hope this book helps at least 100 people and that one of them ends up becoming my husband, or else, really, what was the point? Rest assured, I do have some credentials beyond my own personal experiences to bring to this book. Before I was doing any comedy or broadcasting during my first year at university in 2012, I started volunteering at the suicide prevention charity CALM, which stands for the Campaign Against Living Miserably. I've been a long-term ambassador for the charity, travelling with them up and down the country from pitching free tea and talk tents at festivals full of teenagers on MDMA come-downs to flying the Calm flag at their first LGBTQ+ Pride, to meeting Princes William and Harry in the gardens of Kensington Palace to kick off their Heads Together mental health initiative. I don't think either of those two were on an MDMA come-down at the time, but had they been, I would have had some reassuring words of comfort at the ready. Mainly, stay calm and focus your mind on something positive if you start to feel panicky, Harry. I've also written columns for Calm's website, thrown numerous fundraising gigs for them, deputy edited their free men's lifestyle and advice magazine, and I've stood behind hundreds of pop-up tables giving out thousands of leaflets, badges and advice sheets, speaking to people who've been affected.